Hello, everyone.
We'd like to take some time to publicly address you with the growing problem of inappropriate cell phone use during instructional time in our school.
But first, how about that video?
Not bad, but it's a bit outlandish, don't you think? Cell phones turning people into zombies? Or is it?
When we think of zombies, we might think of the show Walking Dead, or movies like Dawn of the Dead, Shaun of the Dead, Night of the Living Dead, World War Z, 28 Days Later, I Am Legend. The idea of zombies is very well established and pretty pervasive in our culture. A zombie is a reanimated corpse, a mindless, soulless, walking mouth that feeds on the flesh of living human citizens.
If you consider our school's mission statement, that the school is to provide a safe, supportive learning environment in which each student will acquire the knowledge, skills, and values necessary to become a lifelong learner and responsible citizen in our diverse and changing society, then it really isn't that outrageous, though maybe a bit dramatic, to suggest that cell phones are turning students into zombies.
Not only do kids actually talk and interact with each other less, but they also spend dramatically less time outdoors. Now, this isn't just a cell phone problem, and it's not a problem that only affects children and teenagers. But now, more than ever, people are less and less present wherever they are because they can bring a portable computer with them anywhere they go.
You can see the rest of society struggling to adjust and keep up. Movie theaters remind patrons to shut off their cell phones before the beginning of every film. Certain restaurants all over the country are beginning to ban cell phones because it is taking customers longer to decide what to eat and slowing down service considerably.
All but 5 states in our country have primary enforcement of texting while driving laws. When people use their cell phones and withdraw from the now in these circumstances, they actually harm society. They become a negative value, just like the reanimated corpse in such films as World War Z, 28 Days Later, and I Am Legend.
But surely checking our phones periodically during instructional time doesn't harm society, right?
Wrong. A cell phone's power to engross and entrap and convert your attention to distract you precisely during the time that has been determined, designated, and designed to foster your developing citizenship greatly subverts, betrays, chews to pieces the very aim of this institution, which is to teach you to learn, teach you to think for yourself, and mold you into productive citizens.
Citizenship is something active. It requires participation. It requires valuing a relationship beyond personal attachments to friends and family. The world needs you. It needs capable, creative people that care. It doesn't need more text messages.
Now, before anyone gets defensive, we're not suggesting that we're in the midst of a zombie apocalypse.
Far from it. We are very proud of our student body. And moreover, we feel that there are a great number of students that can appropriately manage their cell phone use. But that number is trending downward.
And there are a lot of reasons that explain this growing problem.
Firstly, ownership of smartphones amongst teenagers has skyrocketed in recent years.
Secondly, gone are the cozy confines of the old high school that had terrible Wi-Fi, worse cell phone service, and nowhere to go. Now we have great Wi-Fi, decent cell phone service, and lots of space to roam.
Thirdly, education is different today than it was even a decade ago. Technology is in. Cell phones can be powerful learning tools, and teachers are working extremely hard to adjust and utilize all the advantages of teaching in the 21st century. But new technology also presents new distractions.
It's not just the teachers that need to adjust. Are you all working as hard as you can to not be distracted, to be engaged, to learn? Are you taking the steps you need to take in order to ensure you fulfill your role in our mission? Many schools around the country have banned cell phones from school. We still believe that cell phones have a place in school, in our school, and we still believe our students can learn to handle the privilege of having cell phones in school. These distractions aren't going anywhere. If you don't learn how to handle them now, when will you learn? In the working world, no one takes your phone. That is true, but they will take your job.
So, just because you are bored, or a lesson or class doesn't interest you, doesn't entitle you to send a Snapchat, watch a YouTube video, or check your Twitter feed during class. That is withdrawing. That is not being present. That is shirking your responsibilities to the school and to society.
As educators, we need to be careful that we never shirk our responsibility to you and to the community we serve. We are taking advantage of this opportunity to reiterate the cell phone policy outlined on page 23 of the student handbook. It is the same policy we've had for years.
If a student uses any electronic media device during instructional time without permission of a staff member, the equipment will be confiscated, secured in the main office, and returned to a parent.
To be clear, that means if you use your cell phone or any other electronic device, like a Chromebook or MP3 player, inappropriately or without permission during instructional time, regardless if it's inside the classroom or outside of it, in the hallway or in the bathroom, and get caught, it is our expectation that teachers will take the device from you and send it to the office.
Additionally, students are permitted to listen to music through headphones or earbuds during non-instructional time. However, one ear must remain earbud free in case of an emergency, like a zombie apocalypse.
Thank you for your attention.